In today's news, Jason Potter Jr. is BVI's latest murder victim. Reaquan Garraway slapped with 3 gun-related charges linked to Longbush bar shooting. An Emancipation Festival given a high rating following good support from residents. And 11 new EMT and AEMT professionals added to the BVI healthcare fraternity. And students performed well at 2022 exit examinations, says Minister of Education. But viewers, these and more stories after a word from our sponsors.
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way, daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Well, welcome everyone. It's Friday, August 5th, 2022. I'm Kamal Haynes, coming to you live from the beautiful British Virgin Islands. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Well, we start today's newscast with news from the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, where officers of the major crime team are piecing together the circumstances which led to the fatal wounding of a man late last night near the Greenland Cricket Field in East End. Well, officers of the Armed Response Team and the East End Division arrived at the scene just before 11 p.m. and found Jason Potter Jr., 22, of Greenland on the ground unresponsive. Well, he was later pronounced dead. Our viewers, moving on to our next story, where an 18-year-old Mount Healthy male has been slapped with 3 gun-related charges related to the recent shooting incident which occurred outside a Longbush bar on July 30th that left 1 female bystander with injuries. Well, this was confirmed by the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force on Friday, August 5th, which revealed the young man as Reaquan Garraway. Well, he is charged with possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life, carrying a firearm without a license, and unlawful possession of explosives. Well, following the breakthrough, Commissioner of Police Mark Collins is asking for the public's help in identifying those who are in possession of firearms in order to prevent any more deaths or gun-related crimes. He said, and I quote, "We are making headway in charging those who are shooting or in possession of guns, but this, unfortunately, is not always in time to prevent injury or the loss of life. We need the public's assistance in identifying persons who are keeping or carrying these deadly weapons. The next life saved could be yours or a loved one close to you," end quote. But the police are asking witnesses in last night's homicide or witnesses with information about persons in possession of illegal guns to contact the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force's Intelligence Unit at 368-9339. Moving on, viewers, where the Bernard Yampi Nibs Festival has been given a high rating following the large turnout by residents on a nightly basis in the festival village. A vice chair of the Festival Affairs Committee, Birch Letsam, shared those sentiments during an interview with 284 News. He firstly thanked all the residents and tourists who came out to support the Emancipation festivities over the past week.
Well, from my perspective, man, I just have to say first and foremost, just thanks to everybody that came out and supported. As far as rating it, I would leave that to them. The people that came out, I think everybody would have different scales. Given all of the circumstances, though, I really think it was a great festival in my mind. For me, obviously, the first time in this particular seat, it'll be a memorable one. The turnout, I'm really happy, not just with the turnout of the people coming out to the village every single night in the village. From like you said, Destra to gospel night to every single night, there was people in the village, and it seems as if everybody would have enjoyed themselves thoroughly. I'm also happy that the business community and the people in the community that even assisted in trying to pull off some events, you know, like your Prince and Princess persons and the Miss BVI committees, the Juves and everything that that they came out, the people that brought their stuff off of Funland, the boot owners. I'm really happy that everybody came out. Parade, the troops, everybody came out and did their thing.
Well, Exum also spoke to the challenges faced by his committee in their first year since taking the role. He said the main one would have been the limited time available to plan ahead of the festival.
Well, I think the number one challenge for us would have been the time that we actually came in, just a week before the Easter festivities, and then having to kind of learn the new system, learn the persons or the players involved, because it was a matter of taking over with whoever was in play and doing their things in whichever committees, and then trying to gather information, understand how things are currently working, where we at, understanding even just the systems or how long it may or may not take for government subventions or other different things to happen, and the magnitude of meetings that we had to have in the short space of time, it was very intense.
The vice chair also revealed that his committee is already in the process of setting out plans for the 2023 festival.
Going forward, obviously looking into next year, I think that the planning for 2023 has already started. Not I actually think. We actually having conversations about or have meetings on the calendar with partners for next year. So it's going to be a lot easier as it relates to getting information out and executing all the things that we wanted to but weren't able to because of the short space of time. Prioritizing the execution over the improvement was a strategy this go around, and with that extra year, it's just going to be a lot easier.
Well, Exum also thanked all the private sector businesses who came on board as sponsors for this year's Emancipation Festival, adding that the festival would not have been made possible without their sponsorship.
First and foremost, I definitely have to say big up to our sponsors as well. We had some private sponsors that actually came in very well with us that really helped us to pull out the event. So, I mean, in addition to that, we had the government. We had support from the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, CCT, Caribbean Sellers, Rotown Wholesale, Maria's by the Sea, Travelwise. You had a bunch of different partners that really allowed us to get ahead of the game, and I have to big up to the sound system company as well, Frontline Systems. We had a lot of these people, big businesses, small businesses, that really helped us pull out this event. It would not have been possible without the support from those persons. And then obviously the people that come out and buy tickets every day, and the boot owners that pay their fees. All of these things actually help in getting to that $1.5 to $2 million that we need.
Well, viewers, up next, 11 new emergency medical technicians and advanced emergency medical technician professionals added to the BVI healthcare fraternity, and students performed well at the 2022 exit examination, says Minister. Well, these and more stories when 284 News return.
You value traditions. Today, you value music. You value education. Family. I love you. Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Hello?
Wait, you had a lunch and you don't say you were sick? What happened to over the rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns. All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
Well, welcome back, viewers. Well, the British Virgin Islands Fraternity of Health Practitioners has welcomed the 11 newly graduated emergency medical technicians and advanced emergency medical technicians to join the territory's artillery of emergency care professionals, where the new graduates emerged from the second cohort of trainees to pursue this course of education provided through a joint collaboration between the BVI Health Services Authority and the H. Laverty Stout Community College. Over an 11-month period commencing in July 2021, the trainees underwent clinical rotations, exams, and research papers. The training culminated with a final exam. The course is certified by the Caribbean Association of Fire Chiefs. The successful candidates who emerged from an initial grouping of 14 were honored at a recent graduation ceremony. Well, 5 of the graduates obtained basic EMT certification, while the other 6 have graduated as advanced EMTs. Well, to mark the occasion, they received an official welcome from the Acting Chief Executive Officer of the BVI Health Services Authority, Dr. June Summer.
So on behalf of the BVI HSA Executive, I want to wish you warmest congratulations and welcome you to the family of healthcare professionals. Welcome. Sometimes we get a lot of beat down. It's not necessarily glamorous all the time, but it is vital. The work that you do is vital. I want you to value the skills that you have gained as graduates because you can save a life. And that is a valuable skill to have.
Well, also addressing the ceremony was Minister for Health, Honorable Marlon Penn, who spoke of the importance of the role of EMTs and AEMTs in emergency response in the BVI and urged the graduates to be conscious of the extremely important role they play in saving lives.
The field of EMT is a very important field. It's a very important cog in the healthcare provision in this territory in general, because you're the first responders. You're the one most times who see the patients, who see the accidents. You're the ones who have to administer care. And you're the difference between life and death sometimes for those patients. So I want you to take your responsibility extremely serious because it's a very extremely serious one.
Well, the minister assured that the government of the BVI remains committed to building the capacity of local health services and providing training opportunities for healthcare professionals. Now, moving on, viewers, where the Minister for Education, Honorable Shari De Castro, has congratulated students who have emerged successfully from their studies despite the challenges experienced throughout the 2021 to 2022 school year.
Our teachers and students have continued to demonstrate great resilience as they dealt with the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. During this academic year, as was true for the previous 2 years, teaching and learning occurred in a combination of online and face-to-face modalities as necessary. For the Elmore Stout High School, their return to face-to-face classes was on a shift schedule of 8 to 12:30 p.m. and 1 to 4:30 p.m. There were 330 students from 13 public primary schools and 6 private primary schools in grade 6 this school year. A total of 310 students were promoted to grade 7 and 20 students were transitioned to grade 7, where they will be allowed to do remedial work to close learning gaps.
Well, De Castro, who addressed the House of Assembly on the heels of the June-July graduation season, said that the majority of the students throughout the territory performed exceptionally in their exit examinations.
Exit and graduation ceremonies were held from 22nd June to 3rd July 2022. Madam Speaker, this year a total of 224 students were enrolled in grade 12 at public secondary schools, A total of 168 students, or 75%, were successful, and 56, or 25%, were unsuccessful in meeting graduation requirements. A total of 104 students achieved honor roll status, with 97 being honors and 7 high honors. Madam Speaker, I offer sincere congratulations to all our students and commend principals and teachers who have contributed to their success this academic year.
The minister noted that while celebrating these successes, the Ministry of Education remains cognizant of the challenging time that students are facing and is making the necessary interventions to assist, including summer school for students who would have been unsuccessful in select subject areas.
Students who are unsuccessful in one subject and/or the exit proficiency examination were allowed to attend summer school. Over the past couple weeks, 16 teachers have been providing intense intervention in select subject areas for these students. Madam Speaker, during the orientation session for the summer school program, strict guidelines for the month-long summer school session were shared with students and parents. Both the parents and students were required to sign a contract stipulating attendance and behavior requirements in order for students to attend. Madam Speaker, of the 189 students registered, 22 attend the Brigada Flax Educational Center in Virgin Gorda, 15 attend the Virgin Islands School of Technical Studies, and 152 attend the Elmore Stout High School. Madam Speaker, of the total number of students attending summer school sessions this year, about 70 students are attending for the exit proficiency examination preparation classes. 42 of the students mentioned above did not meet graduation requirements in June 2022. This summer school initiative gives these students another opportunity to attain their high school diploma and thereafter move on to the world of work or tertiary institutions.
In the interest of proactivity, the cashier says that the Ministry of Education will conduct a review of school curriculums in the new school year. Well, up next, viewers, Premier Wheatley commends outgoing BVI Tourist Board for impressive work, and Monkeypox declared a public health emergency in the United States of America. We get to these stories after a word from our sponsors.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI Love.
Well, welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. But the government of the Virgin Islands is preparing to welcome a new tourism board following the expiry of the term of the previous board on July 31st, 2022. Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley told the House of Assembly recently that ahead of the expiration date, his government had been proactive with beginning the process of identifying new candidates for the new board.
On the 8th of July 2022, advertisements were published inviting persons who are interested in serving on the BVI Tourist Board to submit their applications. The deadline for submission of application forms was the 16th of July 2022, and we are in the process of considering applications to make selections.
Well, Premier Wheatley, in commending the outgoing board on their service, said that even in the face of the severe adversities brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic to the local and international tourism and travel industries, the BVI Tourist Board managed to perform exceptionally in its role, and for that is owed great thanks.
The outgoing board has been a hard-working one, and on behalf of the government and people of the Virgin Islands, I wish to thank the members for their service. I also want to thank and congratulate the chairman, Mrs. Kanisha Sprav, for her commendable leadership of the board.
Well, the Premier noted that as a result of this hard work, BVI Tourism is showing continued signs of healthy resurgence, evident by arrival figures of 202,000 visitors in the first 4 months of 2022. But this figure included 140,000 cruise ship passengers, 60,287 overnight guests, and 1,949 day trippers. Well, Dr. Wheatley, who is also the Minister of Tourism, noted the following highlights of the work conducted by the outgoing board.
The board did rise to the pandemic's unforeseen challenges and was able to complete a few projects and start others that the board hopes will be seen to completion. To provide some highlights of the work of the current and outgoing board, Madam Speaker, I will list the following. The board ensured that the BVI Tourist Board has a working strategic plan to assist them in moving the organization forward on a clear path. The board ensured that the BVI Tourist Board was relocated to a new space which would provide employees with a comfortable environment, giving them a sense of home. One of the first initiatives of the board was to conduct an internal human resource audit for the organization. The board saw to the updating of the HR policies to ensure a fair and level playing field for all staff members. During the handling of the pandemic, the BVI Tourist Board partnered with the H. Lavity Stout Community College to design the Gold Seal program, which prepared the industry for welcoming guests back to our shores, and to also elevate the service excellence throughout the Virgin Islands. Under the leadership of the board, we were able to restore tourism during a pandemic to allow our industry partners to reach new levels of occupancy and provide locals with opportunities to create jobs within the tourism industry, such as charter companies, water taxis, concierge services to assist guests in planning their vacation. The BVI Tourist Board ensured that guests were greeted year-round at the Rotown Ferry Terminal with steel pan music to start the guest experience on a high note. Live entertainment was also provided at all ports of entry during the busiest times of the year. The BVI Tourist Board restored the smallest post office in the Caribbean in Virgin Gorda. It renovated 2 lookout sites on Virgin Gorda and created a third, equipped with a mounted telescope. These sites allow visitors to experience our magnificent hillside vistas on purpose-built platforms as their tour guides relate to them parts of the Virgin Islands story.
Well, the Premier also highlighted the recent completion of 4 island signs on each main island, which were erected for purpose of attracting visitors for photo opportunities, creating additional value on island tours, and providing local artists the opportunity to show off their talents to depict historical and cultural scenes that resonate with the character of each island. Well, Dr. Wheatley also spoke to several ongoing initiatives which the board had begun before the end of its tenure.
BVI flags and BVI love flags are being erected on the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge at Beef Island to add excitement to our visitors entering to the Terence B. Lettsome International Airport. The BVI Tourist Board is currently in the planning stages in regard to constructing the Trellis Bay waiting area. The BVI Tourist Board is in the process of providing current Olympians with a stipend to assist them and also for them to assist the BVI by having them promote the destination through sports tourism.
Well, Premier Wheatley also noted that the next Tourism Board will continue preparation for a major brand engagement set for 2023, which will brand BVI paired with internationally recognized luxury brands to assist in showcasing the territory's tourism product across international feeder markets. Well, moving on, viewers, to our final story, where the United States government has declared the monkeypox outbreak a public health emergency following a spike in cases. Well, this was confirmed by the international media sites, which said that the decision will speed up the distribution of vaccines, treatments, and federal resources to curb the spread of the virus. The news comes just hours after the World Health Organization issued its highest emergency alert following a worldwide surge in cases. Well, according to the data, cases have topped 6,600 in the United States, with a quarter of these cases in the state of New York, which declared its own state of emergency for monkeypox last week. Well, California and Illinois are the two states with the next highest caseloads, and they both declared states of emergency earlier this week. Well, data from the United States Center for Disease Control and Prevention, also referred to as the CDC, shows that more than 26,000 cases have been confirmed worldwide in 2022. Well, although anyone can catch monkeypox, the outbreak has been largely concentrated among men who have sex with other men. However, the virus is not purely a sexually transmitted infection and can also be passed by close contact with an infected person. Well, some public health experts have expressed concerns that the emergency declaration could further stigmatize the disease, where the virus typically causes pimple-like rashes, which can be extremely itchy and painful to develop and spread across the body, as well as other complications. Infections are usually mild and clear up on their own in adult patients without treatment or hospitalization, but the World Health Organization has warned that young children have died at higher rates from this disease. Well, officials in the US and elsewhere have recommended that people at the highest risk of exposure, including some gay and bisexual men, as well as some healthcare workers, should get the vaccine on a priority basis. Well, viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must have cut fun people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?